Okay, so here's that. He's going to sing. What are you going to sing? Is he going to sing?
Yeah, if we get to it.
Okay. Okay, here, wait a minute. No, down here. Yeah, so you've got your protection right there. Yeah, all these muscles are completely unused. I can see that.
What's the value?
Oh, it's your friend. Okay. So your tongue's going to be, here's your bottom teeth. Your tongue's going to be here. You spread it. It's an E, but it really feels like an Okay? Because when we sing, we need to sing with pharyngeal vowels. But you know that, don't you? You're the only one left who doesn't know about pharyngeal vowels. Yeah, you know about pharyngeal vowels.
Right, yes.
That's it. So even when you go up there, this is going, you know, this way. Now that's it. And one hand on your ribs again down.
Where?
This
Yeah,
way. Okay, good. That's it. And on each one, you can allow your larynx to come up and down, like a yodel. Ooh. Just a little. Ooh. Like there was a tiny bit of coop in between each one. Like it went ooh. I don't get very. It's going to be a bit mad at first because when I tell you, you just like do it really a lot. But I mean, just do it a little. Do you see what I mean? That's it. It was a little freer, wasn't it? Even though I think you were doing it a little bit with the root of your tongue. But you just allow the larynx. Imagine you have the going down here, and the larynx is in front, and it's just going to go up and down without anything different happening behind it.
Okay.
Sometimes that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that little bit freer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though you are breaking it. But that's okay for the minute. It's great. It really is. You've done great, really.
Great.
Before that, Judd was doing the old heave ho, weren't you? Yeah. Yeah. But now we're doing something else. Just this one. We don't go any higher. So that's quite a nice relationship to have with the B. Your tongue's reasonably out of the way. Doesn't feel too bad, does it? Do you remember your coup? Do you do the coup? So it's going to keep that little top voice on it if you can, all the way down. So let a little air go through your just go from this That's it. Your tongue's just going to be like this, not like this, just like this. Continue to Have you got this little one here? Ooh, do that. Yikes. Nodding my direction way down now. It's just so fantastic. Okay, good. Okay. With your tongue, where's it going to be? That was great because you kept your tongue there, didn't you?
Okay.
Even on the way down. Great. Just that one again.
It goes to a different spot.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Now, I think on the first note you need to let some air go. Because I think, if your top note is in Africa, you need to have your feet in Africa. What I'm trying to say is, this already needs to have gone somewhere. With your jaw
Yeah.
already. And I think it's because you could go.
I'm waiting.
You're
Yeah.
waiting. That cues a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is just wanting to grab, which is all what we want to do in tense situations. That's your fright and flight reflex. Which is what makes this do this. Fight and flight. So just remember what I said about the little fingers?
Yeah.
The little fingers and it goes down. Getting hot, yeah. So you would breathe out with the fingers going all the way down the spine to, Now I fancy you're going to have to open your mouth a bit.
Okay.
But perhaps if you open your mouth a little bit. Yeah. That must feel so like you want to control it more and compared to, like something should be going on then it doesn't have to, just have to open your mouth and but it just come out, mouth there. It's a new discovery. Open your mouth a bit more. Whoa. How about whoa? Can you open your mouth a bit more? Without going like this. Just put your fingers so you cover your autumn teeth as a matter of interest. Okay, that's it. Now, not a lot, just comfortably. And now, on the top note, it's just going to slide wherever it's going to do. So, just try it. And it's going to open. Okay, catch 22. Now this is grabbed it. Okay, never mind the fingers. Okay, because it's just too much. Okay, so breathe out first. Yeah. It's going to have a lot of on it. There it goes. No, I've never heard you sing this Kuruman, so it's going to be fascinating. So let's hear it first. Yeah. I can just do it.
Yeah, it goes on. So.
And it has, I guess you've been singing this for a long time. So.
No.
No. Oh. Great. Good stuff.
I'm sorry, instead of singing you sing yeah.
I do actually mean that.
Yeah,
I know that sounds ridiculous.
No, I know, you've been modified.
Yes. Like for instance, for me, I'm a soprano, I have to make the shape of an an. I just make the shape of an an. But for some reason, because it's wide open, you just vaguely think of the vowel and it just appears.
Okay.
For you, I think you have to sing up there. And your mouth has to be open already.
Yeah.
I mean,
I already forgot that.
okay, that's all right. It's hard to get everything, yes. And do you remember what I said with William? Eventually we'll have a little game. So it sobs right low. Okay, so we'll just try that with that feeling on it. So you're doing very well. But you can see when you don't do that, it just gets very tiring because suddenly you go and then eventually stuck. Yeah. So sobbing like this, sobbing allows the larynx to, it likes to come up a little bit and come down afterwards. So it's like you've got this behind and the larynx is just doing this in front of it. Do you see what I mean? That helped me to think like that, because otherwise my would be going up. I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's a perpetual motion.
Yes, in between every time between notes, every time a consonant comes, you need to sob. Basically. I love that in. This helps.
Yeah, I mean, it was strange to do it with my mouth, but eventually the sound seemed...
Do you know why that works? Because you're starting on your little coopy place. So it doesn't matter how big the sound is, it's got to come here first. So it's got to go, or start in your small tiny place and then put the width. And if you have a long note, it just goes back and forth.
Yeah.
You want to try that again? I'll just have a bit of a sob and see what it feels like. So it's got to time with this. Didn't feel too bad, did they?
Yeah, well, it feels very experimental, but that's good. So,
now, the reason why you're having a little bit of trouble here is because you know you've been used to... Okay. So, why don't you consider doing the same thing you did on the E? It doesn't matter what the vowel, the consonants are. And just do this same thing. And each one takes you... Just see what happens if you do that on every note, going up in there.
Do you have ice?
Yes. D, hand, high. I'm so sorry. We have that one first. Then past this, you're supposed to be okay. But everyone with your little coop in between, just try it again. And let me see about how it you're putting that one out. Can you feel it? You're doing that instead of
I mean, just really, that worked right there. I had my, you know, I didn't run out of anything. I didn't get stuck, and you know, I did what you said, but I just wondered how I could repeat that. I mean, it was.
Okay.
If you bottle that right there, and
yeah. Well, what you did what I said.
Yeah.
It's all on there.
Okay.
You kept going, oh, and it was, it's when you try to go, trouble stop, and you kept your ribs going down,
Yeah.
you kept your neck free, you just had the whole little package there.
Okay.
And I didn't see your bottom teeth.
Yeah.
I think when I see your bottom teeth,
It's not good.
I'm not telling you to go like this. I just don't see them. They just disappear when you go, Look, it's a bit like, you know, and with this little thing on first. The throat doesn't like this. Look. Okay, when in the Italian technique, you have to have a balance of this, you know, these buttons that you press, this from front to back, and this width here, which I'm trying not to go there in a minute. So you have this width. And then underneath you have your no, because it's never going to work. So the throat likes, what the throat likes is this.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't like to go like this. It doesn't like to be pushed through here. It doesn't like to be only, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like the sound pushed anywhere. It doesn't. Okay. So what you do to humor it is to do a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that.
Okay.
And you keep going from one to the other, like a general mustering his troops. You know, infantry there, get the horses out there, there's the tanks. Let's get the nuclear bomb. Get them all over together.
All up in the air.
Yeah, but you just go from one to the other. You can't do them all at the same time. It's not humanly possible. And as soon as you do all of them together, everything freezes. So that's what you did, and you timed it. It has a certain coordination in the body, the certain stopping coordination which goes with it. It's just all a package, and it means that you just never get stuck. It doesn't matter what you do, and all the most impossible music suddenly becomes easy because nothing is stuck. It's just like
Okay.
and it's so quite boring because you just take your breath and you just do it again. It becomes so easy that then eventually music comes back to you completely different. It suddenly becomes completely different, a different world when you do that.
Go on.
About 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay. It's fine, it was just your brain's going mad. Let me help you. What's that? Right. Okay. Never forget about these I things. They ain't nothing but trouble. You know?
Okay.
It just basically the shape that you want is and all the vowels and all the consonants have to fit in that.
Yeah.
As soon as a consonant bullies you or a vowel bullies you into going dos you've had it.
Okay.
Dos, put it into something else, which is crazy, I know, but dos we were going there. So when you have like a long note, you just make it go backwards and forwards.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Perpetual motion.
You just go like that old diagram that Cesare. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Okay. It's sideways. He has the mouth sideways, and it goes round and round. I guess a lot of us might have stared at that a long time trying to figure out what that was. but I think he's trying to say this. I find his book impenetrable unless you knew all this work in the first place. But now I know what he's meaning, I kind of get it. I get it. But I would have had to know first to get it. But he's meaning that it goes round. And kicking your tongue up and wide too. That's part of the little generals with the troops. Part of the It's great. Then when you get a breath, make the shape in the breath.
Yeah.
And then it does come as, that feeling, oh God, now what? So make the shape in the breath. Because when you come to make this is already open if you do it like that. Do you see what I mean?
No.